after this year, you go to mortgage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, was it hard at the beginning?
Well, I was really different. I had run McKinney Little League for 7 years.
Okay.
As a stay-at-home mom, I had run McKinney Little League all that time. I had run every event in the like school. Literally, a group of friends and I, we all literally unboxed the furniture for Eden's elementary school. So I knew a lot of people, and I guess because I had ran Little League for so long, people trusted me. I
Yeah.
ran it really strict. No one got to cheat. It was just,
Yeah.
and so I
So
think
people try to cheat in Little League?
oh, amazing, isn't it?
Why?
Yes, yes.
So do you get to deal with the parents like trying to kill the referees and stuff like that?
Yes.
Yeah, because man,
Yeah.
I watch
Yeah.
that stuff and I'm like, I mean, I
They're
have five
nuts.
kids, so I'm out there at the games and stuff like that, and some of those parents, they're
The
terrifying
coaches are the worst. Love you again, but the coaches were absolutely
because their
the
kid would
worst.
be on the team and they'd be like,
Yeah, I
get out there.
more than once Mark would come and Mark would be like, they are gonna hit you one day, and
Yeah.
because I would run up in between them, and I'm short, so I would get up in between them, and I'd be looking up at them, and
So
yeah, it was a mess. But they didn't fight if I was there usually, like
yeah,
because they knew that I would embarrass them,
yeah.
and I would send them to their car to sit, and like I would do like
Man,
horrible
you're like
things
a
to
mom
them.
to those guys.
I was mean.
Yeah.
I was like, you've embarrassed your wife. Do you see her face?
Yeah.
Like she's horrified that you acted this way now. Do you see that? Are you watching your child?
Oh gosh.
I was so mean to
But
them.
like I can understand
was
like
good.
so there I was at one of my kids' football games. He was playing flag football, and because I played football, I was watching my son just do every boneheaded thing, and like that's not how you do that. That's not how you do that. And it was so frustrating to me. I'm like, oh, I need to walk away right now. Like I had to walk away and go start like pacing him down the thing, going, you know, he's a kid. He's playing football, and it was so weird that I could not let my emotions like. They just kept getting more by
You
like,
did good.
like you're out of position. You need to be right here. You need to like, get lower to the ground. Like every little thing, and I'm like, oh, now I remember like my coach just yelling at me constantly, like, do this, do that, and I understand though the parents when they do get upset.
Yeah.
But you do have to know how to walk away.
You do have to walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a guy yelling at me one time. He was like 6'4", 6'5", and he was yelling and screaming at me because I made him stop yelling at the umpire. And he comes and he's got his hands in the thing because I made him come over and talk to me. And he goes, I am vice president at Nortel and he cannot tell me what to do. And I go, I'm president of Little League and I can.
Yeah. Oh,
One of my
wow.
favorite stories. He just looked at me like, oh.
But like I totally understand. Like I like to bag on those people, but like if you don't control yourself, you can get really frustrated. And a lot of
Yeah.
kids that live in that, or a lot of parents who were so good at little league and high school sports,
yeah.
but never could translate that on.
Yeah.
I guess I don't watch. I don't know any professional athletes, but I've never really seen videos of professional athletes screaming at their kids.
No, I never had any. We had quite a few that played whose parents were professional athletes, and they would always sit quietly. I never had any issues at all.
It must be
So-
like some kind of issue that you have when like you never reached your full potential and you're trying to reach it through your child or something.
Probably.